Co-op education is just so important to employers and to people preparing for employment. It's the one way in which a student can get that real-life, on-the-job experience, put his or her academic training to use, have the employer assess the quality of the individual, know how good he or she is, not just technically, but also working within the workforce. In other words, how good are you working in a team? How good are you working with superiors, supervisors? How good are you in terms of making contributions to the company? That's what an employer looks for. What you gain as a student, of course, is that experience, which is very, very real.
I thought that the College of DuPage could offer a great internship experience for my department because it was so close to my office. I think the location for the student to be learning, and particularly with my intern journalism, and then leaving the classroom and coming directly to an employer in DuPage County, they were able to learn in the classroom and then turn around and drive right to where they can utilize that experience hands-on.
What I like about the co-op internship program is it lets students get the real-world experience that they need for their type of career that they want to pursue. And with multimedia, I think it's really important to get out there and to know the business and to start really on the bottom, which is how this business is, and then to be able to move up quickly. I think through an internship you already get a step ahead.
When I started my internship, I wasn't expecting anything but an internship. And so I thought I would just go there for the summer, do my 2 months, and then be out of there. But I was actually offered a position after my internship, and I've been there since. It's been about a year now. And it was a foot in the door. And internships, you don't know how it could turn out. You could also get a job at the place you were interning at.
Any internship, I believe, just helps them to get a job in the future. Every employer now wants some sort of experience. So the more internships they can do, the more experience they can get. Makes them more of a marketable commodity. It gives them a resume that stands out above other people.
When I was a student, I noticed that the other students that did co-ops had a much better feel for what they wanted to do when they left college. You know, they'd say, you know, when I did my co-op this year, I had an opportunity to meet people in this area and that area. And as a result of my experience, I know that I don't want to focus on this aspect of business and that I'm more tailored toward another.
My internship actually did give me the insight into the human resource management, letting me know that it was a lot more work and paperwork than maybe I wanted to get into. I really decided that after seeing the job, I wanted something a little more hands-on, one-on-one with people, a little less paperwork, so I decided maybe occupational therapy would allow me to do that.
For a student who's not entirely certain that they've selected the right career path in horticulture, I might suggest that they do the co-op early on because the experience will give them a chance to decide if that is the area of horticulture that they indeed want to pursue in their studies. If they are pretty confident in their career selection, then I might suggest that they do the co-op more towards the end of their studies, about the time they're ready to graduate, because many times the co-ops do work their way into an offer for permanent employment.
Co-ops and internships at COD or any school are a great opportunity for people who are finding a career goal or have no clue what they want to do, or they do know what they want to do and they want to experience it. I think it's great that a two-year school offers that opportunity because usually it's something you do a junior or senior year in a big university. So I think it's very important for people to take the advantage of it at COD.
I start looking usually in the month of March for my employees for the spring season, and really College of DuPage is the first place that I'll come to. They do a career fair in the month of February, and I'll come to that, and a lot of times students are just looking for me because I've done this for a number of years now, and they'll come and talk to me there, or I maybe will post notices in the horticulture department or the co-op department And really I've not had to look elsewhere very much for the past few years as far as my part-time employees during the spring season.
Getting an internship is essential to getting that job that students are looking for after they complete college. So they need to begin looking for internship opportunities immediately, which obviously means coming down to the co-op and internship office. This is a 2-year school, College of DuPage, and it cannot hurt them to look when they enter in the fall and find out what opportunities exist. Often these internships have a deadline, and these deadlines sometimes to apply for that internship are months in advance.
I learned a ton of stuff. I mean, you're there, you're interacting with like a completely diverse amount of people. There's no two people that are alike there, and you have to deal with so many things, and it's not like you're at home where you can run to mommy and daddy. It was just dealing with problems and occurrences by yourself.
If you don't know how to do something particularly well, you can learn that. But if you don't have the right attitude about it, then learning that becomes very hard, if not impossible. So I would say that what determines a student's success in an internship experience is largely the attitude the students bring to it, which is a willingness to learn from the experience, a willingness to dedicate themselves to getting something personally as well as professionally from the experience.
I worked for MGM Studios. They produced a film, Barbershop 2, which was shot here in Chicago. I worked on the film all 40 days of production. It was very grueling, 16, 17-hour work days every day of production. But they took really good care of me and they taught me a lot. As long as you work hard and you really show up every day, I mean, I would show up an hour before our shift actually started. Anything's possible, and if the people that you work for like the work that you do and the effort that you put into it, you will get plenty of jobs after that. I would definitely recommend it. It's a great experience and it's hands-on, so you get to learn the best way.
It's a great feeling when you see somebody that really, really in their heart wants to do it. I had a great experience with it. In fact, he went to this school. I had him on a movie called Barbershop 2, and he worked so hard that when the movie finished, there was a low-budget movie in town that I said, this guy can do this job. And I says, I don't recommend people if I don't think they can do it. I said, he can do this job. They hired him. It was a 14-day shoot. I called afterwards. They thanked me for letting him come on. He did a fantastic job. It's the best feeling when you teach somebody and then they go out and they do it.